Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video,
it's our 6-year anniversary. We've been together for 6 years, you guys. So there's that. I don't know if y'all remember, but July 29th, 2018, we posted a video and he basically said that I was his girlfriend on that video. So that's when we made it official, even though we was probably doing things before that video. But yeah, just wanted to throw that little nugget in there. Thank you.
6 years.
Thank you for the roses, sweetheart.
No problem. There's more too.
There's more what?
Like there's
more roses?
more surprises, I think. Just,
Dang it.
yeah, this got a lot of people talking. I mean, there was that video of them having a conversation or something, and she was talking about 10 years is like no go for her. Take a look.
You doing that
Why? I will leave.
After 10 years?
Yes, I definitely. 10 years is crazy. It is.
Yeah. Okay, so I didn't post that video that time. I hope you guys saw it, but you ladies saw it, guys. But yeah. So this has got a lot of people talking, people reacted to it, and I'm going to share some of the responses shortly. But what do you think about her demeanor? Like her facial expression and everything is almost like more roses, a new car, a trip. You know, I've had enough of that. I'm tired of it. She looks tired and she could be exhausted because she responded and I've seen the response, but I don't want to spoil it for you. I want to know if any of you has been in in a long-term relationship with a man and you guys didn't get married. Like, how did you secure yourself in that relationship legally? Without marriage? Let me know. What are some of the things that you're doing to secure yourself in case anything happens? All right. Marriage is good and all that, but we all know that marriage is not the end all be all to anything. And I've said it multiple times. If marriage is what you want, there's a lot of things that you shouldn't be doing, like moving in together, having a child together. Don't do it, okay? But if you've already done it, like, how do you secure yourself? Because I don't know. If I knew it, I'm going to tell you, okay? But if you have been in a long-term partnership without, like, marriage itself, how are you secured in that partnership or relationship? Please share your thoughts and opinions in this, because sometimes the marriage may not come, but if you can find ways and means to secure yourself in the event anything happens, you know, for your sake, your children's sake, and so on and so forth, let us know and let us learn. So let's get into some of the stitches and other people's reactions to this, and I'm going to come back and talk some more.
I'm not gonna lie, this kind of made me a bit sad. I feel like I know and you guys know that she wants to get married. I remember scrolling on Instagram and seeing her talk about how she really wants to be married. Or that video like after 10 years she would just be out. Now their 6-year anniversary came up and I saw a little snippet of the video and he had gotten her a bunch of roses. And in the video he was like, there's more. And she literally says, more roses? And I didn't mean to like cackle, but my heart just hurt for her. It just must suck so bad. Because another video came out and she literally said that, oh, she's not really focused on marriage anymore. And it just made me think that sometimes you'll be with the man and he'll tell you a plan or like, oh, I'm definitely gonna propose to you. And you could be like 8 years deep. And like someone always told me if he wanted to, he would. But sometimes a man will drain you, absolutely drain you of your dream that you just give up on it. Oh my god, watching their first videos together to now, like you kind of see it in her face, but like I said, I don't know this relationship, but I just knew she wanted to be married, she wanted to be proposed to, she wanted it all. But what do you guys think?
The way Queen forced a smile when she said we've been together for 6 years, I would never understand why people don't have the conversation before they get into these deep relationships with people. If you know you want to be married by a certain time, let that brother know. And if that brother don't marry you within a certain time, babe, you gotta go. You have to, because if you don't, you're wasting your time. I understand sometimes you don't know, but it seems like right now you know. You know you want to be married, so y'all need to have the talk. And he need to make some moves. And within that certain amount of time, if he don't make the moves from today, moving forward, you have to pack your bags and go, ma'am. Sorry.
There's that.
And this is how men use public perception to manipulate you. So Clarence knows that Queen is a public figure. She's going to be posting about what she got on the anniversary. And if she says anything negative about this bushel of roses and all these gifts that ordinary women would like to have, like a box full of Lululemon and luxury items like an exotic vacation and cars, she looks ungrateful. So even though she's worn down and tired in this moment, she has to say, I'm so grateful for all that he did. I love roses. This is so kind. This is so nice. And he's showing you how over the top the experience is he's giving her. And when she doesn't seem to be excited, he's pouring on more things in a moment. Let's go on a vacation. I want to plan this for you. I want to plan that for you. Everything but what she wants, which is the engagement. When she said on live, I'm ready to get married now, he had no choice but to go on the offensive. So this shows us so many interesting things. First of all, he's willing to spend a grip to get out of spending less money on a marriage certificate. I don't know enough about them and their finances to know whether or not the money he's spending is all his or partially hers or mostly hers. Because I've heard of her, I don't really know him that well. But I have to say, I'm inclined to think that it's more so his money. Because these men who won't marry you, 9 times out of 10, it's because they're paranoid about the divorce. They know they don't want you. So they're always looking ahead to the future. Like I said with Big Sean yesterday. Oh, I know I'm going to leave her. What am I going to lose when I do? That's not a consideration when the woman is the one with more money. He will marry you like with Simone Biles' husband. Like with Adele's first husband and probably Rich Paul too, because they know they're going to get in proximity to money, and when they leave, they're going to be leaving with your stuff. Same deal with every man Britney Spears has ever married. With many of J-Lo's marriages, these men don't mind getting in good because they know they're going to get a lovely parting gift. But the main lesson is never bend on your principles. Apparently, she said in the beginning that she wanted to be married, and now he's broken her down in front of the whole world to the point where on the live she started to say, oh, it's not that important to me anymore. If it happens, it happens. I'm not so pressed. The relationship is the main thing. I keep telling you people, your relationship goal has to be more important than any man that you are with. There are 4 billion men on the planet and only one of you. So you should prioritize getting what you want over having a specific man. If you know you want to be married, don't be with a man who won't marry you. And if you are to get pregnant and he's still talking slow, he definitely does not want you. He never wanted you. Somebody asked me, well, what if he's only marrying you because you got pregnant? Don't you see women get pregnant every day and the man never marries them? I do not believe. In the vast majority of life, a man is not going to marry you just to legitimize the child. I mean, maybe if he's a Rothschild or a Kennedy or something. But you see these men, they have beautiful, intelligent, famous women who are wealthy, and they won't marry them just because they got pregnant. Men marry who they want to marry, doesn't matter what they say verbally. They don't typically get forced into marriage, so maybe it accelerated the speed at which you got married because you got pregnant, but he married you because he wanted to marry you. Conversely, if he doesn't want to marry you, nothing's going to make him. So stop showing off what a great wife you can be by cooking, cleaning, having his babies. He doesn't like you. And it's a fool's errand to try to make him commit to you by giving him more of what he doesn't value. Unfortunately, you've chosen a very hard road to hoe, because what's going to happen is he's going to leave you, commit to the next woman with no time. She didn't have to have his babies and jump through hoops because men know right away. So as I said, you need to focus on getting your relationship goal met. If you want to get married, get with men who want to marry you. And if a man ever talks down on your relationship goal, he's cut. Oh, I don't know about marriage. Most couples end up getting divorced anyway. It means he doesn't see it with you. He doesn't want to be with you. He just wants to milk you for benefits. So why are you going to let him hang out and do that? Oh, I don't know about getting married. You can be my baby mama, though. That's what Common said to Serena. And Serena got out of Dodge. Serena is happily married to an amazing man because she did not let having a man, a specific man, override her relationship goal of having a happy, complete nuclear family. Sierra did not let the idea of sunk cost fallacy and being with her fiance, Future, override that she wanted a faithful man who was going to marry her and treat her well. And now look what she has. All the women who you admire had to go through that night of the soul, the moment where they stood on business and picked their principles over having the man in their life. And you can do it too. But you can only do it if you truly believe you're going to have your goal. The reason a lot of women won't stand on business is because they don't believe they can have what it is they seek.
So everyone's talking about Queen and Clarence, and I want to give my 2 pence. I made a video recently talking about my unpopular opinions. In that video, I mentioned that I didn't want to live with someone until I get married. Now, majority of the reason I want to do this is religious, but outside of my religion, things like this is why you should not live with someone until you get married. You see, everyone's circumstance is different. Some people need to move out, and the best person to do that with is with their partner. They might not have any reliable friends, or they might not have friends that are ready to move out, and their partner is. So I understand everyone's situation is different. But if you may remember, I was speaking about in that video, when you live with someone, you start to graduate yourself and promote yourself to a position that they did not promote you to. So you start to become a wife to someone who's not a husband, which is just not ideal. And you'll find yourself in a situation like this 6 years on and the person has still not proposed to you. Queen clearly has promoted herself. She's given herself a promotion without extra pay. They put their life out there so we can comfortably say she cooks for him, she's had a child with him, they have sex outside of marriage, does what she needs to do as the woman of the home, taking care of the kids, laundry, all these things. Obviously, I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty because I don't live with them. I'm just talking based off of the vlogs that I've seen and the things that they've said. But that is enough for me to say you've promoted yourself to a level that you don't belong to yet. So now, as the man, why the hell would I propose? I don't need to. Like, what would change? We already have sex, we already have a child, we already live together, we already do all these things. What the hell is a ring gonna do for me or you apart from just cash loss? Now you find yourself 6 years later not married, but yet you're a wife? Like, this is no. Honestly, girls, reserve yourself until it's time for you to actually do what you need to do as a wife. You're not a wife, you're a girlfriend, and stay like that. Be a girlfriend. Embrace your girlfriend role until it's time to embrace your wife role. I'm not saying it makes sense, and I'm not saying it's okay that men should have to need more of a reason other than the fact that you want to commit to the sacrament of matrimony. But unfortunately, a lot of men don't value matrimony, and obviously, because I know a lot of people are not abstinent, a lot of people are not waiting until married. And if that is you and you aren't doing that, at least save some other parts of yourself that a wife should be doing, because unfortunately you'll find yourself with a man that is completely fine where he is because he's gotten complacent, because you've given him everything before you needed to give him everything. Like, please, let's save ourselves, let's reserve parts of ourselves until it's time for us to actually fulfill those roles.
Thank you for rocking with me for the longest. I feel like I want to answer this question, so what I'm gonna say is I feel like people are definitely reaching for sure. Like, it's very easy, I understand, to take like one clip and to make a whole narrative out of it, but like, you just never know. So what people really don't know is that my energy had been low for a couple of weeks now, maybe like less than that, but my energy had already been low. I wasn't really super sure about getting the Porsche. I was uneasy on that day because I was kind of feeling like, dang, am I doing too much too soon? Because like, I felt like I kind of should have just been grateful with what I had already. So that was on my mind. It had been some other things on my mind. I had been like traveling a lot before that, and I just really never got a chance to wind down before I just started doing stuff. It's a lot of things that I haven't been able to like accomplish in the month of like July, and and also like I'm PMSing, you know. So usually around the time before I'm about to come on my cycle, everything frustrates me. I look sad a lot, and my energy is really low. So when I had the flowers and I was saying, you know, just mentioning that it was our anniversary, it wasn't like some huge thing that I was like really celebrating or anything like that, but I was grateful for the roses, and so that's why I showed them, but my energy was low. So it just appeared to everybody that I was fed up, and people started trying to put words in my mouth and say that, oh yeah, she's definitely leaving soon and she really wanted a ring. Guys, I am so past that phase. Like, I'm not saying that I don't ever want to get married in life, so don't take it as that either, but I'm past that phase of just being hyper focused on a ring. Like, seriously, I wasn't even thinking about no ring in that moment. What I want more than a ring now is to really get some stability within myself, you know, and to learn some more things about myself before I make that step or take that commitment. When
They're never gonna marry Queen. Yeah, that's cap. You know what I'm saying? Me and Queen getting married. I tell you that. You know what I'm saying? We getting married. Y'all not about to persuade me or push me to go any faster or slower than you guys want me to be. But me and Queen getting married. You know what I'm saying? That's my shorty. You know what I'm saying? That's my wife, and I love her to death. And I think things are, you know, finally, like, they're getting better, especially, like, it's not really me and her, it's like the outside noise, like my family, her family, everything's like finally, you know, just getting, it's like peaceful, you know, so like, who knows, you know, maybe we getting a little closer, you know what I'm saying, maybe not, you know, I don't know, you know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. And that could be the truth. He doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know how he feels about her at this point in time. He doesn't understand why he should put a ring on it. He doesn't get it. Maybe she posted her anniversary present because she's a public figure and people have come to expect certain things from and of her, okay? And that's why she posted it. But it could also be a cry for help, because if she gets all of us engaged and involved in it, it's going to put some form of pressure on him to get him to propose. But if he doesn't feel that way, nobody can force him, and he said it himself, okay? So if marriage is what you want, you need to communicate that in the beginning of the relationship. And while you're at it, please don't move in with them and don't have babies with them. Okay? Let it be a relationship. Get to know one another. If you can abstain, abstain. Okay? See how serious he is. If marriage is what you want. And if he says anything in the lines of, I don't know, we'll see, you know, I'm not sure, don't assume it's going to change by how long you stay with him, how good you are in bed, how beautiful you are, how much money you have, how successful you are, how many babies you can give him. That is not going to change. If he says he doesn't know from the beginning, that's enough. I don't know is an entire sentence. It's going to save you a lifetime of misery if marriage is what you want. If not, you have to start considering partnership, okay? Just being partnered with him if your relationship is great and because of the children and so on and so forth, and find ways and means to secure yourself in that relationship. That's all I'm going to say, because the marriage may not come, but if there's like things put in place legally in the instance that anything bad happens or he leaves you, cheats on you and so on and so forth, which is similar to why people get married, but hey, then at least you know you're safe and secured in that partnership. Yeah, that 10-year video, I didn't play all of it, but he was like, at that point in time, you're old and so on and so forth. And then she was like, yeah, she knows people who have been in their 50s, who have found the loves of their lives and so on and so forth. But the truth of the matter is you're wasting your own time. All right. You have your youth. This is your time and you're wasting it on somebody who is not sure about you. You know, and when she was talking about and she has to think in other ways and so on and so forth, and marriage is not all of it, and she's not thinking about it anymore, and she has to work on herself, and like, you're perfect the way you are. It may not be for him, but you are perfect the way you are. Sometimes you need to cut your losses and bounce. It's because you can kick and scream, you can shout from the rooftop, you can get the whole world involved to put pressure on him, you can get your family, you can get the people he fears and reveres, you can threaten him, you can cheat, you can have children, you can do whatever. If he doesn't feel like that about you, he's not going to do it. All you're going to keep getting is the roses, the cars, the trips, the jewelry, and so on and so forth. And maybe a bit of disrespect, cheating, you know, gaslighting sprinkled in there, until you come to the point where you realize that you need to leave, because nothing is going to change. And it's as simple as that. And the sooner you realize that, the better for you. All right? The better for you in terms of you get to have another chance. You're giving yourself that, because if marriage is what you want, there may be somebody out there who is willing to give you just that, instead of wasting your time on someone who is uncertain about you, who tells you to be accountable, who tells you that marriage is not everything, when in actual fact, he doesn't know. He said it himself. He's not sure. All right? So it's up to you. It's your life. If you like it, we love it for you, but we're going to share our opinions because it's on the internet. All right. So let me know what you think about all of this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again with another video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.